when we got engaged. Do you remember where?
Engaged.
That happens before you get married.
Okay,
well,
go ahead.
It was here in Houston, in your mom and dad's house, in their bathroom.
Were you dressed? Was he dressed?
Y'all were there, yes.
In the bathroom?
Absolutely. And he said, I'm supposed to give you this ring. Will you marry me? I said, yes. Okay, now skip to the wedding. That was 3 months later. You want to tell the story?
Well, this is
How many months?
a couple of months. This is 1965, and we didn't have the internet, and we didn't have Facebook, and we didn't have World Wide Web, and we didn't have calculators, and we didn't have fax machines, and we didn't have.
Okay. We had cars.
But we didn't have
They
cars.
had a gas station.
All right, and so we're going to get married in New Orleans. Her parents lived in New Orleans, and so I had to go there for the wedding. Actually, I think I was driving with Susie, but she probably doesn't remember it.
Yes,
and this was on a Thursday, and this was during the Viet Nam War, and we actually had radios in the car. Yeah, so I'm listening to the radio, and there comes a news announcement that effective at midnight tonight, this was Thursday, that all the deferment for going in.
President
Johnson, yeah, whatever his name.
Lyndon Johnson.
Comes on the radio and says, effective at midnight tonight, the deferment for marriage is over. Okay?
What does that mean?
All right. What that means is that they're having a lottery for people to go into the draft to go into the army. And when you went in the army, you got shot and killed. Okay? So it's a good idea. And so, if you were, they had deferments, which mean that people who were in special class,
If you were
flat-footed, or if you were in certain, if you were married and had children, they didn't take you because you were important to the country. And anyway, so I'm sitting there driving to New Orleans to get married, and this guy comes, the president says that the deferment's over. Now, y'all don't.
No, exactly.
Well, whatever. But anyway, so I get to her.
Anyone married after midnight on Thursday would not be.
Would be able to get out of going to the army. That's
get a marital deferment.
Right.
Would not.
Would not.
So I wouldn't have to go in the army. Okay, so now I'm a patriot, but I'm not, come on. So I get to her house, and so I get to her house, and I said, hey, we got to get married tonight. And well, I didn't talk to her mother or dad that much because it's longer. But anyway, so I called the rabbi, and they said, Rabbi, you need to marry us tonight. Well, the wedding was Saturday night, the real deal. And so he says, well, you can get married over across the river somewhere. I'm in New Orleans. I don't know what river he's talking about. But anyway, he calls back in about 5 minutes, and he says, his wife's yelling at the rabbi. The wife's yelling. I could hear the wife. You can come over tonight and get married. And so we went over to the rabbi's house. I don't know who went along. Somebody else, a couple of people went along.
We had to have a witness.
A witness. And so we got married in the rabbi's living room. The wife played a violin. We got married in front of the his fireplace in New Orleans. And you can tell him how you treated that night.
Oh, well, he spent our wedding night with my friend's son.
She
We
didn't
weren't
think it
really
was the
married.
real one, but it was the real one because that was the actual formal ceremony. And then we got married with all the other stuff on the night.